Hey guys, it's Gummy, and today I'm here with part 2 of my Learn to Go Wipe It Town Hall 10 series, and I'm really excited about this video because these are some really important topics I'm talking about today. We're talking about golem placement and troop funneling. So we're going to start off this video with this attack from Ethan. He's a really good Go Wipe attacker, and as you can see, he placed his golems pretty far out there. That's the first thing I want to talk about, is that you need to spread your golems. So on a square base like this, I think most people would have put it on the front side of that mortar on the left and that archer tower on the top. But it's much more effective to put him around the corners like Ethan did. As you can see, his whiz cleared that out. And you're actually going to see his two Pekkas go up into that top compartment. They went a little off course, but they're going to run right back into the middle because the whiz and Golem were able to clear so much out on those sides. So the crucial part of this attack is getting your troops to that town hall. And you need to get a lot of troops in there because he's going to have the skelly traps and infernos all ready to go. So killing the town hall, after you do that, you're usually going to be around at least 40%, I would hope. And after that, you're usually going to be able to pick. I'm not going to say you always can, but it's a lot easier than if you don't get the town hall. If you don't get the town hall, it's just not going to happen. So you need to get those troops funneled correctly. So as you can see, he does get the 2-star here. That was a solid attack. He still has troops to pick. This next attack is also by Ethan, and this demonstrates how you would attack if it's not necessarily a traditional base. So this is still semi-square, but it's not a traditional square base, and he's actually going to attack from the bottom corner. So we're going to go over the differences between attacking from a corner. So the first thing you're probably noticing is that his golems are not near as far out like around the corners on the side. It's not as necessary because the base isn't square, and his troops are obviously going to go in the middle if he clears out what he did with his whiz. So bear in mind, all these rules are kind of base specific. As you watch a lot of my attacks, I think you'll start to kind of realize and be able to make these decisions for yourself effectively. So what's crucial here is that jump spell placement to funnel his troops. As you can see, he put it right there. They can get into that left compartment, but they're all going to go right into the middle. They got nowhere else to go. So his troops all hop right into the middle there. He's already about 40% about to take the town hall, so this attack is going really well. He funneled extremely well with his golems. As you can see, everything went straight down the middle. And a quick side note as well about jump spell placement. It doesn't really apply here, but I just want to point out that you might not always want to put your jump spell where you get over the most walls. Now I know that surprises a lot of people, but you want to look at your jump spell and consider where your troops can go. Like where Ethan placed it there, his troops had nowhere to go but right to the town hall. So that's something you need to keep in mind. So this next attack is also Ethan. What can I say? This kid is just a stud with the Go Wipe attack. He's funneling perfectly recently. So I've got some nice videos thanks to him. So we got one more coming from him. He's just pulling the clan castle real quick. And this is another square base layout. So I'm just going to show you guys again. Outside corners, as you can see. And he gets the whiz around. So now that you know what I've told you, I just want you to kind of watch this attack and see if you get what's going on. So when do you think he's going to place? He's going to place right then. He's got buildings destroyed on both corners. Rages the jump spell. It's looking very nice. And you see how he put the jump to the left of that wall? He could have got over more walls, but he didn't want his troops to jump into that other compartment. Now as you can see here, this one didn't go as well. And if you want to know why, it's because he should have waited a little longer to put those troops down the middle. He still ends up getting the 2-star. It was good enough that his archer queen got funneled. But personally, I would want more to get into the middle, and I think he would agree. So I just want to explain to you guys what went wrong here. So I'm just going to replay the start of that attack so you can see. Okay, so if we're watching now at the start of this attack, I want you to pay attention to his whiz and what they destroy on the first level inside the walls. Because this is something I actually didn't mention earlier, but it's also an important thing to consider. In order to funnel your troops correctly, you might have to hold back on them a little bit, because you need your whiz to clear everything on that inside first wall layer if you can. So let's just watch what happens here. He leaves some crucial buildings alive, and that's why it goes wrong. His whiz actually look like they get a little sidetracked, so I wouldn't even say it's his fault. He's got that one whiz hitting that archer tower, but it died. There wasn't a golem distracting the defenses. So you see that archer tower there that lived? That is what destroyed his attack right there, because that led him right up there. And I wanted to show you guys that so you could just bear in mind that the outside buildings aren't the only thing that necessarily matter. You also need to be looking at the inside buildings and considering what that could do to your troops. Now granted, everything is easier in hindsight, and that was still a great attack by Ethan. So we're on to the last clip for this video, and I just want to show you guys one more attack of Mr. KL with kind of a little bit of a different base here, and just to kind of sum up everything I've said. So I'm just going to watch this attack here and just kind of commentate what's happening to let you guys know. But you guys should already be kind of knowing what's going on. So this attack was a little weird. He brought 4 golems, a really wide attack, but the concept is still the same. So you're going to wait to see he brings his troops in on the left here, and I just want you to see how much he funnels before he brings them in. So he waits till all those outside buildings are taken care of. As you can see on the bottom, he's kind of working his way inside. He's waited until they've died. Now he actually brought a couple witches, and that's just part of the base specific. Everybody has their own little flavor, but he's still using Pekkas and stuff, so I'd still consider this a GoWiPe attack. So as you can see, he broke his golem through the top to take out all those buildings. So there's no chance that his troops are going anywhere but into the middle. So you could be a little worried they were going to that air defense, but with that jump spell there, it's highly unlikely. So they get right into the town hall there. That was a great attack. You will also notice that he brought 2 jump spells on 1 rage, which is just changing up the attack a bit, which just goes back to everybody has their own flavor, base specific. So good luck to you guys. I hope this helped, and I hope you check out my other GoWiPe videos. Later.